Okay, good morning, son. It's your dad again. Um, another one of my little chats with you, hopefully to guide you at some point as you go forward. Okay, what I'd like to talk about today to you about, or maybe share with you, maybe this is a better way, but I don't want to talk to you at all, I mean, as in at you, I want to share stuff with you. The biggest story in the news over the last few days has been really, really terribly tragic. Basically, that a nurse has been found guilty of killing babies. That in itself, is horrific. It's horrific. It's horrific for everyone involved, really. Do you know what I mean? And you know, this is not unusual. It's happened before. It will probably happen again in your lifetime. And what becomes the biggest, most difficult story at the time, will eventually just fade into the background and sort of be forgotten. The interesting thing that come out of it was that there was warnings given. There was warnings given by people who were concerned, who were prepared to stand up and say something, who were prepared to say actually there's something not right here, um, and what that is, that is courage. That is real courage, and I'll tell you why it's real courage in a minute. Because it's very important that you do stuff like this. It is, one of the most important things as you travel through life, and it will be partly define you as a person. But the reason that it was shut down, and the reason that she went on to commit more crimes, cause more harm, was because people in power and people in responsibility, places of responsibility, positions of responsibility, were more worried about their reputation. And the problem with reputation is it's not under your control. However, we live in a society where they want us to believe reputation is everything. How other people view us is more important than anything. And actually, it's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. It is the worst thing to focus on. I hope as you grow up, I will get you to focus on your character and not your reputation. These people will worry about two things. They worry about the reputation to the organisation. Well, it should never be an organisation. It's a health service. It should be about care. But obviously it's been dismantled into a corporate identity once again, which will always be built on reputation. The second thing they were worried about their reputation themselves, how people viewed them, whether they would get another job, whether they could carry on earning enough money. You can see the threads here, how it runs back through the lineage of a capitalist fucking society, if I'm perfectly honest. But what you've got is you've got people who are prepared to allow crimes, the most heinous of crimes, to the most innocent of people, not be looked at or not be stopped because of how they believe other people think about them, or how that might affect their ability to earn money. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, what can I say? Please don't ever go down this road, son. This road leads to nowhere. It leads to nowhere. Sooner or later, you have to live with yourself, right? Sooner or later, you've got to look yourself in the mirror. Sooner or later, you've got to decide who you want to be, what you want to stand for. Be like the people who stood up. Show the courage. Don't worry about reputation. Worry about character. Make sure your character is strong. Make sure that you are a correct and good person. And people are going to say, what's a good person? Do you know what? If I have to tell you that, you're probably not a good person. You're really not. If you don't know how to be kind, if you don't know how to show courage, if you don't know how to show, humanity for another human being, if you don't know how to show compassion, I can't, you can't explain that to people. If they don't know that, something has gone fundamentally wrong with them. And not that they can't change, they can change, but they've got to want to. But to do that, they have to let go of what they believe is important. I did it for years, son. I was so hooked up on what people thought of me. I bought cars, I went for jobs, I ended up in relationships, I looked at houses, external events, external stuff, believing that they somehow made a difference in the world, and they make no difference. Actually, quite the opposite. They're probably the most harmful things in our society. You will be pushed to focus on them. You will be told they're important. You will be encouraged to nurture them. Please don't. Please don't. Yeah. Focus on being a good person. Use, the tools that we're given naturally to do that. Yeah. Stand up, speak if you have to, but only speak when needed. But never let it slide by. Never let it slide by. Don't let fear or reputation ever govern your path, son. It governed mine for too long. And it's empty. It's just completely empty. Well, another one out the way, and yeah, just to let you know, it's Wednesday today, and your sister's coming up. Yeah. Look to her. She lacks reputation. No, it's not very fair. She's just a product of the system. It just shows you what can happen. However, she loves and cares for you very much. But we'll speak later. Take care, son.